What's up guys, Judge Rect here, and in this video we are going to talk about some very cool king setups, advanced and secret tips and tricks that you probably have not heard so far. At least I have not seen people making videos about that stuff. So yeah, if you want to elevate your king gameplay to the next level beyond the standard bread and butter stuff, this is the right video for you. Let's get started. If you've watched my last video, you've seen this combo here. Now this is very good damage, 86 damage, but you also have wasted your heat kinda, yeah? So you want to use this combo when you know that you're going to kill. And you also have different wall setups, yeah? You can all see that in the last video, but I want to show you something different. What if you want to just deal damage, but keep your heat? Because keep in mind, King's Heat Smash still deals a lot of damage, right? And it's very good to stay in heat as King. You can do a variation of this combo like this. Now this is 10 damage less, but you are still in heat. So if you know that you're not going to kill the opponent with the 10 damage more variant, then I recommend using this variant, and it also is a floor break, so you can then still follow up with a power bomb. So yeah, I recommend when the opponent still has a lot of health, use this combo. If you don't have the opportunity to do a wall carry or something like that, this should be your bread and butter. Moving on to our first setup. So this is called the J-King strategy. It is something that was already possible in Tekken 7. The J-King strategy basically means that instead of ending a combo with a power bomb, you use Jaguar step, yeah, to refloat the opponent. And I'm going to show you how that looks like. So let's say you're doing your standard hop kick combo, right? You would end this combo with a power bomb, yeah? But with the J-King strategy, you can actually use Jaguar step and then refloat with down forward 4-3. And this is how it looks. There you go. And the timing is a little bit tight, but it is totally possible. Just make sure that you don't mash too fast after the Jaguar step, because if you do so, King will just use that kick. So just stay calm, right? And you can do it. So for example, you can do something like this. So in total you will deal a little bit more damage, right? And yeah, there's also another setup that you can actually do. So if you're using Jaguar step until you hear that oomph sound, you can then press 4 to have a move that is actually an armor break. So let me demonstrate. You can use this setup when you use the J-King strategy, but instead of refloating the opponent, you can just wait for the wake up and then use that armor break, right? The armor break is 15 frames on block. Now you wait a bit depending on the opponent's wake up. Armor break into forward 2-1, and that is heat, and from there you can do whatever you wish to do, right? Your plus, you have the heat engager. The next setup I'm going to show you is the big boot setup. You have probably already seen up forward 4+3 into the people's elbow into the alley kick. Yeah, this is all guaranteed, by the way. You can use this if the opponent is ducking, because they are so afraid of the RKO, right? So yeah, but what if I tell you that you can actually use this a little bit more efficient, right? So check this out. If you use this into the people's elbow and then spam the big boot again, the opponent can do nothing on wake up. The only way for the opponent to escape this is to stay on the ground. Yeah, so if the opponent is waking up, like get up kick or holding backwards, anything, the opponent will get hit. So you actually only want to use the alley kick if you know that the opponent is staying on the ground, yeah? You condition your opponent to stay on the ground. Most people will not do this. Most people will wake up, they hold back, and then you hit them again, and then you can actually go into an RKO. Or you can also go into 4, yeah? Because this is not punishable, yeah? Let's look at what happens if your opponent does a wake up mid kick. There you go, hit again. This is a very, very nasty setup because you're right into your next mix-up, and it can overwhelm opponents who are not prepared very, very fast. If the opponent learns to stay on the ground, then you can do the alley kick again. By the way, if you're asking why I'm using Xiao Yu, that's also a nice little, let's say, bonus tip. Use Xiao Yu as your sparring bot, because Xiao Yu has the smallest hitbox in the game. If you're testing out stuff, if Xiao Yu gets hit, other characters will also get hit. Now, doing something a little bit more mind gamey, let's say. A lot of people, like if you're doing it very obvious, like sprinting at someone, you can do the knee into forward 4. That will always hit as well. But a lot of people, they will expect the Shining Wizard, right? So if you're running at them, very obvious, they will be ready to break the Shining Wizard. They will press 1+2. So what you can do is, why not use different grabs, right? You can also sprint into a giant swing, yeah? Make it so obvious that the opponent thinks you're going to do Shining Wizard and then catch them by surprise. I'm pretty sure all of you have heard the term big boy combo with King.
Oh, Mimi big boy.
Yeah, I just dropped it. If that happens to you as well, because this is very, very difficult to do, you can actually do something else, and it deals kind of the same damage. So why would you go through? Of course, dude, if you want to learn it, yeah, it's fine. If you want to style on people, do whatever you want. But I recommend something easier, yeah? Instead of the sidestep into the jab, into the Shining Wizard, you can actually do capital punishment into alley kick, yeah? So it looks like this. Now this is almost the same damage, yeah? So now, as I said, if you want to style on the opponent, do whatever you want, yeah? I sometimes hit the big boy combo, but you have to ask yourself the question, is it worth it, you know? This variation of the combo is much more safe. It's there's way less risk of dropping it, so I recommend using that combo instead of the big boy combo. Like I said, if you can do the big boy combo, go for it. I recommend in a competitive environment where anything counts, yeah? You want to minimize the risk of losing a match, and that also means you want to minimize the risk of dropping combos. Next thing on my list is a wall combo that includes one of the wall explosions on the stages. So, for example, this stage here, you can use the wall to launch the opponent into the air, and after that you can use down 1 and 3 for a grab into a giant swing into the wall again, which gives you another wall setup, right? The opponent is in a disadvantage because the wall is behind them, but also wall splat. So yeah, it deals some extra damage. You cannot follow up with it with anything guaranteed, but it's still nasty damage, and it's a bad situation for the opponent to be in. So yeah, take a look at this one. This is all without heat, so if you're playing on stages like that, steal this combo. I think this combo is really, really good, and it also looks cool, yeah. Talking about walls, this one here is a very, very nasty wall setup. A lot of stuff you're going to see is guaranteed, but before we're going to talk in detail about it, let me first show you how it looks. This is a lot of damage, right? So you can actually do this from any wall setup. If you're at the wall, you can use kings up forward 1+2 to get them to the wall. If you get a lucky hit in, that actually gives you the wall combo, fine. What matters is that you get the shining torpedo at the wall. Yeah, it's this grab here. After this grab, you can mash forward 1+2. That's the Lazzet, okay? If the opponent is holding back as a get-up, they will get hit. They cannot escape this. There are other ways to escape this move. Of course, yeah, people can use get-up kicks or toe kicks or stuff like that, but you are you're in a very good position. Let me show you, actually. So let's put the opponent on, let's say, recovery kick, okay? Now, look what happens. You are standing sideways to the opponent. They can actually not get you with this toe kick, so you can rule this out. Let's test it with a mid kick. So a mid kick will actually interrupt you, okay? So what you want to do, you can also use forward 3 to interrupt that. And this is your OK setup, okay? So if the opponent is doing something like a low kick, a get up kick, something like that, you can use mids. Lots of people are very scared online when you pressure them a lot at the wall, so they will most likely hold back, but it all depends on the opponent, of course. But if you know that they are holding back to get up at the wall, you can get the Lariat that is forward 1+2 guaranteed. And from that position after the Lariat, if you're fast enough, you get also down back 1+3 ground throw guaranteed. So you just have to press it fast, okay? They are not able to escape this, okay? The Lariat is guaranteed and the ground throw is guaranteed if the opponent gets up by holding backwards at the wall. And this is already like 2/3, maybe even 3/4 of the full health bar. This is very, very nasty setup, and if you combine this with a combo, you can actually do some crazy, crazy damage. If you do a combo, like a full combo with wall carry that already deals a lot of damage on its own, into the shining torpedo at the wall, into the shadow lariat, into the ground throw, well, the opponent might also just give up. Yeah, that's a lot of psychological damage as well. You get what I mean, right? So the opponent is now in rage. That is like almost a full health bar, and the only way for the opponent to escape that is yeah, just make no mistake at the get up, and if they make one mistake, they're almost dead. And you still have heat. You can just follow up with a heat smash after that. This is the stuff that I wanted to show you. Shout out to King Brömmel, who was showing this to me, and I asked him if he's fine if I show these tips and tricks to you guys in the video form as well. And he was fine with it, so yeah, this is the video. Try to actually learn the specific setups of your character. In this case, it's King, and I hope you have fun with these setups. If you found this video helpful, I would be very, very thankful if you could like the video, write a comment, and take part in the discussion. Also, if you know some other crazy setups, just share them in the comments with the other viewers if there's something very, very, very good. I will, of course, pin the comment so everyone can see it. And if you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. I will see you next time. Have fun playing King.